Hey everybody, my name's Audie Cashin and I'm a One Thing certified trainer, and I'm going to be your coach to help you install a powerful habit in your life. So thank you for signing up, and if you haven't signed up already, please go to ourworldpeace.org/challenge. And what I want you to do is to download this sheet. It's a 66-day challenge sheet. You can see it there. And that's what we're going to start out with. Next, the second thing I want you to do is to go to Our World Peace and on Facebook and join the open group. It's a public group that you can join, and that's going to be where we'll do, and I'll give you free accountability and coaching on a group level to encourage you and have other people around you to encourage you to install that habit that you have. So let me ask you a question. How long does it take to install a habit? Do you know? Do you know how long it takes? So as you're thinking about that, like let's say how many days, if you did it on a daily basis, how long does it take to install a habit? Okay, I'll get back to that. So as you're pondering that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my backstory. So initially, I've always been, even as a child, I was always very purposeful and wanting to see and make a difference in the world around. And I just felt like, okay, how do I enter into a place where the life is easy button really does exist? And I realized over and over and over that that's not what it is. And I tried all these different programs, everything from esoteric New Age programs and A Course in Miracles that you guys may be familiar with, Tony Robbins tapes and videos and DVDs, and going to Mastery University and Stephen Covey and David Allen, all these great speakers and motivational and inspirational and NLP and all that. And I realized that just in basically like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm getting older and I'm not getting closer to those goals that I set for myself, my purpose and my vision for my life, what it looked like. And maybe you've got a purpose in life and you have a very clear picture, but you're just not getting there like I did. Or maybe you don't even know what you want to do whenever you grow up. And maybe you're 40 or 50 or 30 years old or 20 years old, or maybe you're still in high school or college and you're trying to figure it out, like what do I want my life to look like? And those are great questions to ask. And what I'd like to say is you don't have to work harder or smarter. It's really about entering a new way of thinking. It's about opening your mind up to new possibilities where it's a new opportunity rather than doing it more. Does that make sense? None of those harder, faster. That's not going to help you because you can only beat a horse so much until it just basically says, okay, bag it. Because that's what I experienced. On one of the things I remember doing my compass every single day and being consistent at that. And then finally I was like, you know what, this is just too complicated. So that's whenever I came across what helped me break through, okay? Because I just said, I was already in that place of feeling like I'm a failure at life. People see me as a failure. And even though I've done some kind of cool stuff in my life, I still feel like I've not achieved to the level that I know I'm my competencies. Have you ever felt that way? Like maybe other people say, no, you're not a failure. You're not a failure. Look at all the stuff you've done. You've traveled to 40 different countries and blah, 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 lived overseas in the Middle East. How many people get to do that and travel to the south of France and, all that stuff. And I'm like, but I don't feel like I'm really purposeful on purpose, living my life in a way, you see what I'm saying? And so I got this book, The One Thing. Finally, I thought, okay, I read through it in Barnes & Noble the first time and I said, I got it. Okay, yeah, time blocking, I get that, I've done that, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Well, really, what I ended up finding out was this truly is simplicity on the other side of complexity. These are the laws of extraordinary success that you can either break yourself against or you can move with and execute those in your life and then end up being very purposeful and productive. And then ultimately, you'll know the priorities and your profits that you achieve in those areas. So what I'd like for you to do, since you're wanting to install a powerful habit, is it actually takes, and remember I asked you that question, it doesn't take 20 days, it doesn't take 30 days, it takes on average 66 days to create and sustain a powerful habit, to where it's easier to do that habit than it is to actually not do it. Does that make sense? So it's never that it's completely no effort. You're always going to have to put some effort into doing a habit, but it's where it gets to a place of being easier. And actually it's between 18 to 254 days that it takes for you to actually build that powerful habit. depending on how difficult the habit is. So I want you to go ahead and print this off. If you haven't already, go to ourworldpeace.org/challenge. So this is a 66-day challenge. So what we're going to do, it takes 66 days on average to build one powerful habit. I want you to just choose one. So you've got, in the different areas of your life, you can see here at the top of the page, you can say, this is the habit right here. And over here is spiritual, physical, personal, key relationships, your job, and then your organization, if it's a business, or a nonprofit, whatever, and then finances. So you've got those 7 areas that you choose one powerful habit in just one habit, just one area. And it might overlap. So maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to work out with my business partner. Okay, so that might be a business and a another area that you're doing in your physical. Okay. However, I want you to choose that one habit, write it down on here, and then you see how I'm marking these off. You see that? So that's what you do with it. You actually mark those X with red X's so that you keep a string going. And then also, I'd like for you to go to the Facebook site, Our World Peace, and commit. Go ahead and sign up. It's an open group. It's warm in the water. It invites you in there, and just say, hey, this is my commitment. This is my 66-day challenge that I'm going to be doing. And go ahead and be open and put it out there, and we're going to encourage you in it. I'm going to give you some coaching and accountability for free. That's a bonus. And honestly, that's where the level of success of your achieving that habit is going to go to like 87%. So, first of all, ourworldpeace.org/challenge. Print out your worksheet. Put what area that you really want to focus on, that you feel like you need some help in. Put down the habit that you want, start date, and then start doing what you're doing after you've made that commitment over on Our World Peace Facebook site. And I look forward to seeing you inside. Look forward to working with you.